went down completely. Those guys get frozen in time. Third place not to get any more points in this game. Ardent is also getting bullied. Flick has found an opening, and he finds a few shots. He lands them.
This is going to be big for Flick, Thomas, and Anas right now. 10 elims and control of the high ground. Hen is down below with Janice here with Chapix, and they have a big fight with Tayson and Savage. That's going to be a big layer-to-layer fight engagement here. Let's go down low. Cubix gets taken down by Hen. Hen, Janice, and Chapix are fighting together. They're looking strong. They're usually down to duos, but as a trio, they're still deadly, and they take out Tayson easily.
That's another big pickup. Benji's also active in the feed, but now they're taking damage. Hen, big chunk splashes keep him alive in the zone. What a pocket play right there. But Yo Gamma is still
Janice
up top.
goes down.
They're reading down big beams. Just one left. It's Hen. Can he make the difference? No. So close.
Flick, Anas, and Thomas HC now has an opportunity to keep moving up the board, considering second place is down. Huge opportunity now. It's 11 elims and a top 3 finish, but they want more than that. Matzo gets bopped. Benji Fishy gets bopped. It's a top 2 and a victory royale, and you said the door might be closed. Anas, Thomas HC, and Flick are about to kick the door wide open. Cammy, Seti are holding on as much as possible. This trio has had a bad day all day long, but you know you could shake off an L with a big fat W. But Flick says, take this L, Seti, right to the chest. Flick, Anas, and Thomas HC cannot be stopped, and they pick up Teak. Oh my goodness, this trio from a blaze from up high is now putting so much pressure on Cammy, and Cammy's deep with the heels, but he's getting big time tagged in the back. But wow, what a finish from Thomas HD, Flick, and Anas, baby.
16 eliminations, I think. Man, and they kept the heat up enough to actually bring Seti all the way towards the end game too. Nice to, get those guys off of some ice, but still, that entire end game was basically just the top 5, top 10 teams battling it out.
16 elims on the final stage, and one of the last 2 games of the finals. Talk about clutch. Clutch child.
El único trío del Pacífico que la victoria lo han trabajado desde el high ground como ellos saben el high ground es muy difícil que pierde. Además, Thomas ha una vez el último que se va a esta eliminación de Cami que intentaba aguantarlo solo y más, pero Thomas
So much has unfolded off of this last game. Sancho, West, and Shawage, they made a statement earlier on in that game. They talked about this being like a book. And right now, we're nearing the final chapter of this book. And we don't know who the author is, because the author are your trio's champion. Right now, gentlemen, this is coming down to the wire. This is like Thomas, Flick, and Anas coming in. They came into this game in a second place, right behind first place team, trying to pull ahead. And with this game, they very well may have cemented themselves in that #1 spot going into this last game. It's possible, depending on what happens, they may have just closed out the entire competition.
There was so much to break down in that last game. It feels like,
oh my God,
it was like an all-star match almost. Going into the end game, all the big names that we've been talking about through this entire game were still up. They were still relevant in the entire game. And that last 3 players, last 2 teams alive, was almost like basically the top from day one, right? We saw so many teams. You saw Flick, Anas, and Thomas HD, which have moved themselves up to 3rd after that. That is incredibly close as well. Now being 4 points behind Vidil, Norali, and Rezon, but Hen, Janice, and Chapix managed to pick up 28 points in that last game with 7 eliminations, still in the 1st place slot.
We're going into the final game of the FNCS with, what, an 11-point gap between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd?
Yep.
It doesn't get much better than this. Like, we're about to see one of these teams, have to ultimately win the game to be the champions. Like, this is about to get just all sorts of crazy. My brain's turning to mush. I literally just don't even know. Like, this is just way beyond the realms of possibility for me. Yeah. Looking at who's here from 6th to 10th, the right teams who, they are lagging a bit behind in points, but if somebody was to replicate what we just saw from Thomas in that 62-point game, like a 62-point game for Cameroon right now. 50-point range would put them well in the way of being able to, up their earnings in that sense. So really, we're looking like, the final game is about to be mad.
The final game is about to be so intense. Like I said, 11 points between the top 3. Everyone, has to be focusing on these three teams right now. If you're looking outside of these three teams, yes, there's more prize money for every time you move up those slots. But let's be real, the Axe of Champions is currently presiding. Looks like it's going to Hen, Janice, and Chapix if it was just frozen right here. However, it could go either way. And, you know, these guys have been popping off all day and all day yesterday too. You know, definitely hotter today than they were yesterday. We saw kind of Seti, Kami, Teak popping off so much yesterday, taking that first place slot, but slowing down a lot today. They're also starting to slow up and speed up in this last game too.
Guys, I want to know from both of you, right? I'm turning into my little host right here. Sorry, Zeke, I'm taking the job. I want to know from both of you, right? What's the team talk going into this, right? Like, the final game, you have to have a huge game. Like, what are you saying to your teammates? Like, it's a massive moment.
That's not on me.
Take it, Zeke.
It's
Take it.
just
I
the
want to hear it.
Listen, you go into this last game like it's any other game because
That is not you.
to put all this pressure on yourself and you think this is it, we can't mess up, you're gonna lose. If you go into this and say we've spent our entire Fortnite career training for this moment in time, we do everything, we've done the same, we know we can win, so don't think about it, let's just go take the Axe for ourselves.
Man, I feel like, you know what? It doesn't matter what these teams say to each other because I think they need to get Zeke in the call right now. He is going to motivate. Whoever's team Zeke joins, they're in first place. I'm putting my money on that right now. That's a speech and a half right there. But, you know, at this point, I was going to say, any of these teams right now, really, they need to just stay positive. They need to stay confident. Every single team in the top three has the ability to perform and have performed so far. So, like, they just need to stay confident, play their game that they're doing. I am so excited for this next game. It's actually unbelievable.
My heart is skipping beats right now. Fortnite Bam, this is it. One final game, and we will know which trio walks away your FNCS champions. Let's do this one last time in Chapter 2, Season 5. Shia Wager, Sancho, Shancho. Let's get it, boys.
Pop-offs, comebacks, tyranny, defeat. We've seen it all here now in the last 11 games in EU. Sancho, we have one more to sign off with that'll change everything in the standings.
Let me give you a number, folks. 11 points separate the top one to number 5. 11 points. Elims are worth 2. Everything matters and everything is on the line. Don't you go anywhere, because it's about to go down right now.
Absolutely. A different team popping off and coming back all the way towards the end. We just saw one game. That's all Thomas and Austin Flick needed to stay and be inside the conversation for top 3. We just saw the whole day be owned by Noah Riley, Vidil, and Reason. Back-to-back aggression, a few wins here and there, a few top placements. It's beautiful to watch. And at the same time, we're watching Hen, Janice, and Chapix just play Fortnite at the most perfect top percentage level every single game. You honestly cannot predict which way you want it to go. You can only hope that this team, you know, or any of these teams give us the best game of our lives.
Now we're having a look here. Vidil, Noah Riley, and Reason. We've been taking crazy engagements, getting into box fights, getting into scrums, all around the Fortnite island, showing no mercy to anyone that's in their path. Now, can you do that same thing when it's all on the line? Hundreds of thousands of dollars for every placing points. That's the biggest question I probably asked all weekend.
Okay.
Man,
Close your eyes.
It's a big difference still.
the big difference. You say playing Fortnite every day, like every other day. I don't know, man. We're talking about opportunities to be a a 2-time FNCS champion in Analytics. We have Thomas HC seeking his first big-time major, time, and it's alongside with some of the Benji Fishies of the world. This is what I'm talking about. Janice again going for a 2-time FNCS championship. Hen, I would say the same thing, right? Hen looking for the opportunities for his first major FNCS championship. Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
It's huge for Thomas too, absolutely, yeah. Because of that factor, wants that major win on his side. So we'll talk about the flavor of these top 3 teams for Thomas HD, Flick, and Anas. You think it'd be Vidil, Noah Riley, and Reason, but these guys are leading in elims right now, just by 1 ahead.
needed some with some bop in. Let's go. I'm unorthodox than a muff. Hey, when you gon' switch the flow? I thought you never asked. I needed some with some bop in. Let's go. I'm unorthodox than a muff.
Alright, chat, I'm back. Try to get this win, guys. Try to win, chat. Damn. A lot of people. I'm gonna leave him right here. I ain't trying to die. I'm a bot, I just got on. Fudge. Oh, come on! I'm playing my cousin's account. I'm a Division 5. Oh my god, it's not rope like I know you've seen that. Close the door. Yo, chat, say hi to my girlfriend. To my girl. I know. No, I'm not gonna post it, Bella. It doesn't post. Yeah, people can see it though. No. Hey, Daquana. Hey, Daquana. Chica, if you're watching this, I like your videos. I'm a big fan. Alright. Start off. Okay. Play on winner real quick. I ain't still nothing. Oof, oof. I put this on YouTube. Body balance out. Oh, body. Hit the corner. Hit the corner. Hit the corner. Alright, boys, land here, cause too much people up there. I know. Start off, okay. Start off good. Fudge. He took my freaking car. And there's no chest. I don't got an AR either. Yeah.